Hey, good morning. Thank you for stopping by. And it is morning. And unfortunately, I drank all my coffee, so I have nothing to do a cheers with this morning because I've just been up and, I've been awake and wondering what to do with myself. So I hope you guys are having a great day and great morning so far. I'm still kind of hungry. I might go back and have myself second breakfast maybe around 11 Z's or so and have myself something to eat. Right in the moment, I am here at my studio. Hi, I'm Kim Overholt. Sorry. I'm Kim Overholt, your party artist. Here at my studio, Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio, and I'm here to help you have fun and learn a little bit about art and a little bit about being an artist in the Niagara area, where there are many, many great artists in the Niagara area and across Canada and across the world. Oh my gosh, there are so many very brilliant, very great artists out there. And if you hadn't had a chance to take a look around at a few different kinds of places where they make art or sell art or even just looking it up, it's so much fun to just do it. And it's one of my pastimes that I've done over the years. And actually, I used to be a paint night artist. And I also used to work for Michaels through Grumbacher, doing exactly the same thing. I was teaching classes of how to paint. And it's really, 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 really like Bob Ross had it right when he said, it's your own world. You can when you figure it out, you can create whatever you want to, and it doesn't have to be just with paint either. And this is where I have the dilemma, right? I have this thing where I love to paint. I paint. I can show you how to break down a picture and make it into a painting, which is something it's great to know when you have progress kind of broken down for you into steps, right? But I also know a lot about how to draw and how even just using pencil to paper for even lettering is something that's an art form itself too. And that's one of the things I've also liked is using letters as an art form. And I noticed that as I learned different languages and things like that, learned of different languages, and I wish I knew different languages. Unfortunately, I don't. But learning of all these different languages and the way that they write out their letters, it is an art in itself. Some of the lettering that I've seen, and watched how they do it, because the greatness of having Google is being able to watch people and how they do their particular lettering and seeing the style that they have. And everybody has a style. And I was kind of getting uninspired for a while there, thinking that maybe I didn't have something. But I do. I do have something to share with everybody. And you know what? It is very important to do it and to do art. And if you love to do it, why not? Why not? And especially on today. Today is today is August 10th, and they say from Linda Finstad at the Art in Canada site group that I'm in. She says that it's National Lazy Day, so it's my day off today too. So it's a good day to be lazy and just do little things around my studio, and just to hang out and maybe show you a few things that I do. I know so I said yesterday, I'm in the state of flux where um, I'm getting things kind of set up and prepared. Uh, and I'm working on just trying to organize everything too. But you have to take a break from it once in a while and just do some art. Because if you don't do art sometimes, it's like, what is life? What is life when you don't have like a goal of some sort or a passion for something? Everybody does something in their daytime hours when they're not working. What is that thing that they like to do when they're not working? Their work could be part of their passion, which is kind of a good thing too. Like I think I do use um, food is part of my passion as well, because hey, who doesn't enjoy eating, right? And I totally understand The whole concept of, you got to be well. What you put in your body is what you will get out later in life. So learning how to eat properly is very important. And I always tell people, like, once I learned about the glycemic index too, and how um, just sugars affect your bloodstream, and being from a family that can be diabetic and are diabetic, and yes, it is in my family. So you always have to watch for that kind of thing, and it's good to be, mindful, knowledgeable of, and that way you have a better understanding of what you can and cannot eat, and how things affect you. And like, um, everybody is different. The glycemic index actually gives you like the scales, like from all the sugars that are in the foods, from 100 to like totally saturated with sugar to zero, what has no sugar in it, and you can eat as much as you want, and it's nothing that you have to really worry about. It's not going to cause any problems if you are diabetic or you're pre-diabetic, that kind of thing. You can actually eat it, and it's good for you, and it can help you on your way to maybe helping your body repair itself, because your body does have an ability to repair itself, and I don't understand how people don't know this. But yeah, it's just a thing that and uh, who am I to say? I really like, I do for myself to make myself feel better. I try to do for others to guide them on their way to things that will work for them. And this is the kind of stuff that works for me. And I just like to put it out there for people, just so you know, I don't have a great audience to kind of chat with or fall back on, so I kind of like, think of something that would be an interesting start first. But sorry, I'm just looking at my hair here. Yeah, it just, I have my hair. The great thing about having long hair is you can always play with it. I said play with it. Oh my gosh. Oh my, this is taking a turn. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, I'm actually wearing a blanket right now. Oh, and I don't know if I showed you this before. I have my little Bob Ross kit. I paint my numbers, which is so sweet. Somebody found this for me. I think it was my sister. She was going. I want to like you. She goes thrifting all the time, and she came across this, and she went, "Oh my god, I'm getting this. I know somebody would like this." It's it's always good when you have somebody that thinks of you, and I'm always thinking the same. I'm always like, okay, what I can find that'll work for everybody, and I can work for you in that kind of way too. And that's the same thing that Bob Ross is. I'm trying to find a way to get everybody to do something that the same way that he does it. It's all in fun, right? Until you lose an eye, and then it gets worse. I'm kidding. Yeah, I had to put the air on because this morning it is sticky outside, and it is getting kind of not very nice out. And you know, I have a few things that I want to kind of do up here while I'm here, and including tidying up and making this place look pretty nice, so that I can actually have like maybe some company up here, and I can talk about art and music or jam or something. It'd be kind of cool if I got my speakers, and I got my ukulele, my microphone all set up too for doing stuff like that. I'm looking forward to doing stuff like that pretty soon, actually. And you know what? I was also thinking, my page. If you go to my YouTube page, it shows like the silver screen, and it shows like little reels and stuff like that. Yeah, I painted that. I did that for an actual mural that I did for a house once, and yeah, it turned out so cool. This house was all in all silver screen, um, looking, like they had their own basement studio where they could have movies and stuff like that. Their own, it was really, 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 really pretty. It was on the Niagara Parkway. This I like called the Red House, like a reference from Jimi Hendrix. Red House over yonder, and that's where I have one of my murals. It's really cool of James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, Elvis, and Humphrey Bogart all sitting together in a cafe, and Marilyn's like being tugging on the cord of a telephone. She's talking to somebody on the phone while James Dean was holding onto the phone for her, kind of thing. It's a kind of cool little thing that I reproduced for a lady in her home. And yeah, I love doing murals. Murals were so much fun to do. I am waiting. If you, the one thing you can't see is like I've started doing the walls here. I painted actually the ceiling with glow in the dark paint so I can have stars up here. When the lights are out, the stars, right? So, but I am waiting for downstairs to be painted so that I can start doing murals there too. I've already got my own chalkboard on the wall there, and I've made a nice chalkboard art there. But I'm looking forward to doing a mural in my back room where I might be moving my studio to, hopefully, do maybe even have like some live stream going down there where we do some more like playing ukulele and jamming, that kind of thing, having a good time, you know. All right, yeah, so here I have my nice little eraser. This is how I always get started, is I sit here and I play with my eraser. It's a moldable eraser, and I always find I've always got little extra chunks laying around from the main part that kind of came off, so I'm always adding it back into my eraser. And when I used to do telemarketing, yes, I apologize, but yes, I used to be good at that. I used to do telemarketing. I used to talk to a lot of people, and they wouldn't allow you to be able to draw or have anything like pens, pencils on your table. You could have cards, but I didn't want to play with cards because I do tarot cards too, and I always just like to just do something with my hands. People do fidget. I do have a tendency to fidget quite a bit, and so I have this. This is I mold this, and I make all kinds of like little things out of it and stuff like that. And right now I'm just shaping it right back into its main shape again. Yeah, so I woke up and I came in here and I'm like looking around. Yeah, I do look like I just woke up, didn't I? Don't I? I should. I feel kind of like I just woke up. And yeah, I'm like looking, and the first word I see is create, and I'm like, create, yes, yes, you must create, and like that's why I always grab like this, and I'm always playing with this because I love molding. I love molding stuff, and as much as I enjoy drawing, and I enjoy doing comic book art, that kind of thing too. I've got to finish that off. I'm still working on that. As much as I love cartoon art and I enjoy, hey, look, you can see I've been vacuuming and trying to get the place clean. Yeah. Well, pay no attention to the vacuum. I've been trying to do my best to kind of get everything kind of organized so that I can teach you a little bit of what I know from what I learned. And maybe it's not completely a natural way of doing things, but it's my way. And hey, this is my channel and I appreciate you being here. So who knows what'll happen? Sometimes I'm doing face painting too, and my nose hand easy. I got something on my nose. Ew! I got something on my nose. Ew. What was it the other day when I was? Yeah, yesterday when I was here, I had a spider like just come down. It was like hanging here, and I think it got to about here where you couldn't see it, but I had a hold of it by its like little thread, and it just kept on going. But anyways, yeah. There's flying spiders around here. Not from Mars, but as close as I can get. Earth is as close as I can get, right? Yeah. August, the month of August. I used to be an August clown. Yeah, I used to be a clown. Kimmy the Clown. Yeah, oh, how original, right? Yeah, I did Kimmy the Clown for about 10 years. And it just flew by. It was so much fun. I was, yeah, I started out over over at the racetrack. Yeah, I started off over at the racetrack, And I used to paint faces for kids over there because I mean the people that were there are really nice. And from a friend of mine, I'll just call her Fluffy because that's her clown name. And Fluffy got me the gig there for Kimmy to be able to do Kimmy the clown gigs through my magician friend. And yeah. Anyways, so that way, and I did. You know what? I ended up landing myself a gig over at Shirkston Shores, which is like one of those resorts where people come with their trailers and they come to hang out at the waterfront there. So for 8 years, 8 years, it was so awesome. I was like part of the owners exclusive. You come hang out. The kids get to hang out, get their face painted by me, and then they get like ice cream and cake and all kinds of stuff. And it was a lot of fun. And not only was I decorating like kids, like adults could come to me if there wasn't any lines and they wanted to get their faces painted. I do adults too. Seniors, I've had seniors. I painted like a nice lily on one of this lady's face, and she was so happy. She was like, "That's so beautiful. My face has never looked that beautiful in a long time." She said, in a different way. But yeah, it was one of those things where it was a nice light moment, and it just makes people feel good. When you do art, I like, and that's why I like drawing not on only and painting, not only just on paper and on a canvas, but I also enjoy faces, and I've enjoyed walls, and I used to paint on stuff too. I used to help when I used to help with the magic show. I used to paint the props too. I was part of the union for painting sets for maybe um, a year. I got one call, and it was for a place that was in Hamilton, and I had no way to get to Hamilton, and so I missed out on a gig, and so I ended up losing out on that one. So what are you gonna do? You're an artist. You just gotta keep on finding something else to do, and I was getting started with something else. Yeah, I had a pretty good run with doing face painting with kids. It was a lot of fun. Oh, and the Penn Center was also doing a lot of face painting too. I got a lot of gigs that way too. And when I was doing paint nights, that's the way we kind of got that going in there too. It kind of spun out from that. It was really a great run I had. I had a lot of fun. I didn't make a lot of money, but I met a lot of people and got a lot of good vibes. You know what? I don't care what people say. Money doesn't make the world go round. When you feel good, that's when you know you are good. And I love to make people feel better about themselves too. And it's part of my nature. I can't help it. My mom being, that she was disabled. She had a stroke and she wasn't like completely 100%. I love to help her when I could, and she appreciated it, and that's why I always feel like at least I know if I help, I'm being appreciated somehow. So and it's the feeling more when I show somebody how to do something like doing some art, even though I can't see you. If you learn anything from any of the art that I do, I'm so grateful that you're learning something, or moving yourself into a different direction to what you want to learn. I had one lady who gave up art for a while, took one of my paint night classes, or class events, and then just decided, I'm going to try it again for myself. Started painting, and now she does really freaking well. Does better than I do. Well, she does way better than I do. Let me tell you, and I'm grateful that she does. And one day I'll get there. It's just I've never been really in a hurry. I mean, poor is poor. You can't go any further. But what was I? Well, I follow this guy, John Burke, and he always talks about being well and stuff like that. And he's very honest. And it's like if you're a good-looking woman and you can show your boobs, on and make money that way, it only will last for so long though, and eventually, you can't show your boobs all the time. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if I showed my boobs, probably I would get probably more people watching, of course. But I don't want to do that. That's not my nature. I'd rather show you something and get you creating something and get the word create in your mind so that you can think about something to do rather than having me think something to do. Because I have this thing called procrastination, which is my one. big fault that I seem to have is just, I get things started, but then I'm like, you know what? I'll set it aside. I got other things to work on, and that's where this cleaning, this cleansing has happened. And once I get this done, I'm going to be starting my way in a in a different direction, new and exciting. How about that? Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, and damn, it's early. Sorry, but damn, it's early. I come here around, say, 11 o'clock and blah, 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 give you like a couple little things to do and send you on your merry way. Today, I'm like here this morning because I'm up, I'm awake, and I'm thinking about my dogs, and I miss not having them around. So, in what I do instead is I come up here and try and just get myself messed up in something else for a little while. And face painting's one of them. I do enjoy doing that, and I do have my face paint kit around here, and I can also do that as well. I have my little sculpty thing. I can show you something very sculpty. Sculpty, man, is that a word? I don't know, but I you know I like being present. It's one of those things. Back in 1997, I was riding on. It was Father's Day, I recall, in 1997. Yeah, I fell off my bike and bonked my head. Honest to God, yeah, I fell off the bike and bonked my head, and I think this is where it all started, kind of going a little differently for me. Um, Maybe changed my outlook on things because at one point, yeah, I got knocked unconscious. And when I was first before this all happened, I worked in a factory. I was working in a factory after I come off of being disappointed by college. I went to college to go to Sheridan College to learn classical animation, art fundamentals, and what happened was we had an instructor strike. So all the things that I wanted to learn about animation kind of got put by wayside, and I learned a little bit more. I went a little bit more onto the comic book side, more of storyboard side, I'd say, when it comes to learning. So I did storyboard side, and unfortunately, there wasn't very much call for it. And another unfortunate thing was, for eventually I had to make my way back home, and I started wanted, yeah, I kind of wanted to start out doing some kind of art thing going on. I was doing something like that anyways, and I just wanted to have it happen a little bit more here in the Niagara area. So I was trying, and you know what? I find out it's usually who you know and not what you know. People, if you know a lot, if you know a lot of people, it's good. It helps to be very social that way. I didn't know that at the time. So when I came back home to Niagara and tried to look for work in my field, it was very tough. I was trying to get into the art department at one of our local t-shirt design places because I thought maybe that would be stemming into something I'd be very much enjoying. But they'd rather have me stay in the production part, which is like with the paint, making the t-shirts in the back of the dryer, sweating in a sweatshop. And although I ended up, working in a factory until 1997 when I bumped my head, and then I decided I'd try my hand at going into the other end of the spectrum, which my stepmom loved. Uh, Doing office things. I was, you know, this is where I got good at doing telemarketing and things like that too. I had to work on the phone, secretarial things, accounts payable, receivable, that thing. I do have a brain, unfortunately, that I don't like to use. No, I use it all the time, but in my own kind of thing. But yeah, so when it comes to art, I kind of put it as in the background for a while, and just went ahead and started doing a whole bunch of, working just in the background in an office. But I always did art. And then one day I had a chance to start back up again. And I started doing signs and designs, logos, helping out car, uh, oh, boat lettering, that kind of thing, at one of our local auto shops. So in the back in the factory again, and how did I even get into food? That's the funny thing. It's like I, what I do now is like completely different to what I did when back in again 1997, and I decided, yeah, I changed that around, went into business, but then decided to go back into art again when I started back up with uh, working for Michaels. I got back into retail again, and because I do like working with people. I find that being in a factory, you're kind of just in your own little clique there, and when you go into an office, it's another little clique you end up in. But when you work with the public, like when you have the chance to be a clown for say 10 years, or when you get the chance to do your own thing for a good number of years, you find what you like is being with people and enjoying company and talking to people. And I think that's what this whole almost 2 years has really burned me, because I really wanted to get out there too, and have people coming into my studio as well. Having people come into my studio and having shared like their ideas as well. And it came to now I just gotta show you kind of things, and do show you what I do. And I appreciate the 32 people that just keep watch over me, and you know if you are interested in anything of my art, anytime. And this is why I got into it. I love to create. There's no way around it. You have to create. Yeah, being your own boss is probably the best way to go. And this is what I'm trying to do here, and showing you some of the things that I do, so that maybe you one day you see what's behind that curtain with all kinds of easels and paintbrushes and more paintings of things that you can produce yourself, and or have like a group of you all together, and do like a group painting, and I can show you that kind of thing. I have my own speaker system. I don't know, you can't see it right now behind the curtain. I have a speaker system too. I come with a loudspeaker. I'm my own DJ. Oh my gosh. All about selling myself, yes. Yeah. And showing you a bit about art, because yeah, the reason I'm here is to do a little bit of art too. I'm here this morning to do a little bit of creation, looking at everything that I have around me. I know I have a lot of work to kind of get through to where I want to be, but I have to create. I have to create. So, are you ready for some creation? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, I am. So, let me show you this. This is my old 75 cent back in August. This is from August. Uh, I think what year is this? It's the 70s, at least. My I Vampire series. I love this series, and I love comic books. And the part of the reason I got into animation and stuff was to be able to do. I found a lot of people who do comics, and I find a lot of people who do comics, and I do my own thing. I watched this book, watched this movie, and if you ever get a chance, watch the movie. It's got Robert Crumb in it. It's called Comic Book Confidential. It'll open your mind to a whole lot of great ideas that you don't have to, you don't have to stay mainstream. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. It's like life is what you make it, right? This is what I always say all the time. So yeah, I'm doing my favorite page from my I Vampire, because this is actual blue line art, comic book art boards. Yeah. So, There you go. You don't want to do it yourself? There you go. You can use that as a reference. You can find that stuff at Curry's in Hamilton, like that one place that I can't get to. And if I did, I probably. Oh, there's so many times where different avenues, different roads, you can end up doing so many different things. Oh, I'm moving this out of the way. Sorry, I'm grabbing my art. Sorry. 30 minutes of talking. Yes, that's enough exercise for me today. Yeah, okay. Now I'm grabbing my. So, I was working on a design I was doing earlier of kind of changing like a nighttime scene into a daytime scene with like a sand dunes of some sort for a time. And I decided I'd make it into a painting. So I kind of did a rough design on it onto my canvas. Oops. That is a balloon. Oops. So yeah, as you can see, I kind of like traced. If you were watching or paying attention to my other little things, I was, I was. Sorry, I was I was tracing behind this and doing a really bad job. And I love doing bad jobs on everything, so that I can show you how it all turns out. Still, in the end, it'll still turn out good, just the same form. Um, There'll be no blowing up of balloons today. I'm gonna behave myself. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Set this down here. And I was thinking about it. I think I probably did it upside down, not even realizing, but that's okay. There'll be more up on top here and some more bottom there. Maybe I'll make like a little shelf for it to be on or something. But I have to get my paints. I will show you my paints. Hold on a second. I know. Let's see. It's getting a little warm, so that's it. I need to go to this. Hi, yes, I'm wearing a nice little top like this, so I can get comfortable because I'm going to be painting. It's just yes, I'm going to paint. So I'm tucking in my chair. Let me move the vacuum out of my seat. I have to pay attention to the fact that I mentioned that I also used to be I used to clean new houses and clean up after fires. Yeah, that's one of my jobs I used to do too. Woman of many talents. You ain't seen nothing yet. I got so many talents. I have so many talents to share with you. Oh, you don't want to be looking down. Look up. Hello. Hi. Is this far enough? Oh. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Move my garbage out of the way. Hey! All right. So yes, this is what I was wearing yesterday because you know what? Uh, I'm 51 years old, and this is the thing. I have no life, right? And this is what I do. I go in between um, work to home, and sometimes I wear stuff for a couple days because I don't really sweat while I'm here because I've had air conditioning. So I'm going to show you some art. I'll show you how to do something. Well, this is way too. Hold on a second. Hold down a second. I can fix this. I really can. I have my handy dandy little easel, and I do this thing. Like this. Painting for a second. Sometimes you want to sit down and do stuff, but today I'm going to stand. Do art. Better make sure it's even. Both sides. There we go. And ta-da! Okay. The magic can happen. Oh, yeah, that's a little too high. Hi. I love going live because you know what? Anything. So, Okay. Hey, I told you it was going to be about creating. Hey, let me pick a card for you. I'm going to use my different cards today. Oh, these are the ones that I got for my 50th birthday from my cousin. She knew I like to do tarot card reading too. Let me do it. One, two, three. All right. Let's see what the future has in store for you today. Sorry. Actually, these ones are a lot smaller than these. Actually, shuffle them properly. My other ones are way bigger. Way bigger. So what do we have in store? Oh, swirling mists with the gods have kissed. What fortune? Oh, blah blah blah. I can't remember. Magic crystal ball. Tell me now. Tell me. Oh, remember? All right. So, what does the day have in store for us? Let me see if I can pick up a good card. This one is making noise. It's the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. Now, let me see what the Four of Wands means. What does that mean for you? The Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Ah, harvest and reward. Yes, of course. The challenge of new creative ideas have been met, worked hard, and applied for. Now the individual can reap the rewards he has been earned through effort. Like the Three of Wands, this card implies that something is worth celebrating. But unlike three, it has a more solid base and benefits are evident. There you go. You have proof that things are going to go better for you now that you've been watching my show. Kim, I'm so cheesy. I really that's why I'm a clown. Why I was a clown. And on the bottom, of course, we have the chariot. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like the chariot is one of the major arcana. Let me see, chariot. Who's this? It's the chariot. La 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 la. Aries. That would be yes. La, 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 the chariot. Aggressive instincts guided with the will of conscience. There we go. Stronger personality. There you go. Well, I do enjoy having you guys here, and I appreciate you guys. Watch me do some art. Hey. Well, you know what? I'm rounding it all up in front of you. You should be very interested to find out how my brain works. Well, okay. So what I'm doing, like I said, I have the picture here. It's getting cold because it's right next to the air conditioner. I'm sure I'm not making it any easier for air to get through. There we go. Maybe I'll do that a little bit over. Oh, or even better, I'll just switch sides. You don't need to see the microphone. You don't need to know. Oh, you can see my profile. Can you see my profile? There we go. And you can see that maybe a little better. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll work on this side. Oh. Clean up on aisle 5, clean up on aisle 5. No, sorry. Okay, all right, so what we're doing, I wish I could play music, but unfortunately, every time I start doing it, I get copyright infringement, so I don't want to do that. Yes, I am a little odd. I get excited when I'm thinking about how I'm getting started, so yes, I'm getting started, and la 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 la. That is all right. This is my palette. I will put my paints on my palette. And expressions I'm using. Some detail brushes. But the details are when it comes time for details, but I do have the detail brush. Water, that's important. Where's that? Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I don't. Hold on. I got an idea. I don't have to go far. Give me a second. That's better. I filled it. No, I'm kidding. I have a little water bottle over here, but I thought, anyways, so yeah, I do have some water here to be able to get my paint. Let's use with my paint. My paints are water soluble. I do use acrylic paints. I have used oils in the past, but I don't have the patience for oils. They have a tendency to take forever to dry, and sometimes when I have an idea, I don't want to wait for it. So I may have to move my legs so you don't see my shadow. Does this work? Do I have a good personality? Do you think that I'd be good for like if I was like on a stage? Well, you know what? Funny, I've been on a stage. I've been on the stage. Yeah, I used to be a magician's assistant, and I also used to. Nobody calls me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm grabbing some paints. I'm just grabbing some paints. I'm ready. Okay. I'm gonna grab my wow. I worked for Grumbacher at one point, and they give me Academy paints. I want to thank the Academy for the Academy paints. You know, blue light is one of my favorite colors. It reminds me of a color. Oh, it reminds me of the opposite color, which is my favorite color, which is orange. Orange is my favorite color. Kim Overholt. Overholt orange. You would have thought that you were being I would have been thought of a different color to be. But orange is such a great color. It's a real color, and I love it. And unfortunately, the colors that I grabbed, the blue and the black, it's a dark blue and the light blue. But I didn't grab anything that makes orange. And I think I might want to have my background orange. My background orange. Yeah, let me go and find some orange. Red and yellow make orange. So let me start by filling up my palette. Filling up my palette with my paints. This sometimes smells like rotten eggs. If you leave it in the sun, it's bad. Oh, my little red. I feel like Griselda. Oh, Raquel Welch, eat your heart out. Yeah, I love you too. You guys are awesome. I know. What a wanker. Oops. Yeah, it's white. Here. And the final ingredient, which would be here, is some white. Ooh. Ooh. Let's throw that in there. come out. Oh, there we go. There it came out. All right, white. Oh, and my blues. I guess that's why they call them the blues. All right. Light blue, dark blue, light blue, dark blue. When I used to work for Paint Night, I knew an artist that would do his palette as if it was like for whatever painting he was doing, kept it all kind of like situated in like a certain order. I had no order. I just say, you know what? You just go for it, girl. You go for it, or boy, whatever. Whoever's watching, hi, girl, boy, you go for it. What do we got to lose? And okay, so, but to get this started, I know usually a lot of people would probably do like maybe a little taping off of different areas, which I could do, I guess, to make it a little bit more like, I do have, well, I'll show you. Okay. Rather than talk about it, I can just show you. I have like painter's tape is always good to have, especially like if you have a design that you want to kind of like, if you want to get like in the edges and you don't want it to kind of the paint to go over or whatever, you can mask out the whole entire area. Like I could mask out if I wanted to. Just that. Or I can do the opposite and just mask the background and do this one first and then do the background. But whenever you do acrylic painting, at least when you're with me, what I always say is you do your background first. So in this case, no, I'm terrible. I'm like, oh, I'll deal with the background first. Yeah. A little bit more. There we go. Background first. Background first. There we go. All right. So, yeah, being a clown was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it. I really do miss being a clown and entertaining people, like getting to know people. It really does make all the difference. So, but let me show you how to get going on this. Because I'm sure you'll be like, I wish we would just stop talking and just do some art. This is my thing called procrastination. Sorry, I'm looking for a brush. And ooh, I managed to get all of them put into one specific place, so I have lots of brushes in one spot. So I have lots to choose from. I'm trying to find the right brush to use. I've also got one of these too. Would that work? I wish it was so easy. If Bob Ross does like this. And it works out. But for me, anyways. Have I showed you this trick before? Whatever. I lost it. It's okay. I shouldn't be doing stuff like that anyways. It's dangerous. Okay. You know what? If I could play music. Wait a minute. I could play music. Well, I'll find some music for us. And I will put. Let me go back. We'll try something like this. Hi, welcome to. All right, this works. Oh yeah, I can use this. Hey, I'm live. All right, so we're gonna start painting. I gotta find myself a paintbrush. Got my colors situated as such. I want to start with making some orange. So first thing I gotta tell people is you wet your canvas with water, just water. I'm looking at this now. I got some marks on this canvas. I may have to go with a darker color than orange. Okay, I'm gonna put this down and just grab my water for a while. I'll water it for a while. I like when it gets wet, you know what I mean? As I tell people, put the canvas over, wet it some more. Don't worry about the one on the other side, you know, fine. And keep your my style. I'm gonna show you my style too. Some more canvas. Now water in there, that's okay. Put it back over. Alright. So, it's awesome. What the hell? Oh, it's my library. Sure. Ooh, it looks like the blue wants me to start. You know what? I want to be orange, but let's see. Let's just look at one. Ooh. Oh, see that? Let's put it in. So I don't get paint on it, just in case. So I'm going to start off. I will try and make an orange that maybe will hide that little mistake. So I'm going to take a little bit of red, just the tip, just on the tip there. And I tell people just the tip and they go dig right in. And take a big scoop of yellow, put in the middle of your plate, just like that. See a nice orange going on. A little orange. Add a little white, just a little on the tip again, into that. See what happens. A little water, go back into the color again, a little more. And we'll do it again. Just on the tip. Oh, sorry. Whoa. Okay, so this on the tip. And then the big scoop. And the color orange there. A little white in there. Can be many layers. I do crisscross applesauce. Water, back into your paint again. You gotta see where I'm situated here. Yeah, that's better. Cuts off some of my head, not too bad. This is Kim's Crazy Funhouse. Kim's Funhouse, where no walls or floor is even either. No more water, no more paint. A little water. Back into the pink color again. It's been a while since I've painted. I feel very relaxed when I get to do this. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but hey, this is the whole fun about painting. You never know what you're going to get. I like to feather the edges. In case I go up with a different color, I can go over top of it, another feather. Uh-oh, got a spot on there. I'm going to show you a real awesome trick, which involves paper towel. If I can find one. Second. It up. And taking my index finger and dipping it into the water. Just on the tip as well. Ta-da! Water erases paint as well. As long as you can catch it fast. There we go. I can put this over. Work on the other side now. While I'm doing that, this is what happens. Repair. Okay. All right. Dip into the water. Dip into your paint. Actually, let's do it again. Tip with the red again. Tip the red. A little bit. And a big scoop yellow. Scoop. Nice orange color. Little tip of white. Mix it all in there. Blend. And we got more pink. More orange. Top. It's a craft dinner orange. A little watery. Water. Paraphernalia is miscellaneous things learned to use a paint. That's paper on that. Live it! Live the dream! Or live the dream alone. really active. I do it. What the thing. Even if it was a good and water. Oh, go again. Got the red. Yeah. Ooh, turn on red. That's okay though. That's okay. Yeah. Background first. Okay. Bob Ross always says. So Bob Ross always says, keep your backgrounds interesting. So I always try and make my backgrounds kind of a little different. Have you ever seen any of my artwork at KimmelWorld.com? Although it may look a little bit flat, if you turn it a little bit, you do see a little bit of texture. Or specialty of being very tactile. I enjoy it. Alright, so get the background down first. And set your brush. And again, I just consider. I was just kidding. I did key it, really. Just water. It's just water. Sometimes artists have to use what they have to use. You know, sometimes that's what it ends up being. Live for an hour. Look at that power. Everybody's like, can you just go back to sleep, Kimmy? Just go back to sleep. I'm not going back to sleep. I'll show you how to finish this painting. All right. Let's change it up a little bit. All right. So we're going to switch brushes, and we're going to work on the next section of our painting, which is just trying to get the outside established. All right. So I think that's where the black is going to come in handy. And I'm going to grab another black brush. Another black brush. I think I'm going to do some black across here too. Get those in there. Let them dry. Although I need to use the light colors to the dark colors, because sometimes when you start adding dark, that's where you end up like, oh, shoot. And the water will run and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to think. Maybe I'll do my colors first. I'm thinking red here. And like purple here. Purple to a yellow here. Yellow and so I'm going to switch brushes and I'm going to go into, I'm going to do a color next. So I'll do red next. Red, straight red. But I'm going to take my red, I'm going to add it into my orange. So, let my brush. Don't have to change your water. Same still brush. Actually, you know what? I don't have to change the brush. I'll go back to my original brush. Because it's got orange on it, and I'm just going to add some red into it. So I'm going to make it a little bit darker orange. And two more red. I'm going to start at the bottom. And just do. Create, we must create. Live. A bit of water. Here. A sky like this the other day on a post I was looking at, and I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. A nice red sky. Sorry, I have to get in front so I can just find that angle correctly. gonna do again, do like feathering, so other colors can mix into there and blend really nice. So this one is just light stroke with light strokes. Working good, working good. Okay. Okay. Huh. Royalty free, yeah, but man, hold on a second. I thought it was a little more interesting than this. How about okay. Mm, how about that one? That sounds good. All right. Anyways, enough with the music. We have to get going with this. Okay, so this I'm gonna go into a little bit of purple here. So I can still use the same brush because it's all just basic color. So I'm gonna make some purple now. I'm gonna take that red that I have there. Get a little bit wet again. I love getting wet. Aha. I know, I know. So the red. And I'll do a little bit of just a regular blue. Oh, sorry, I'm not even planning it up to it. So red, and I'm going to take some of this just a little tip of blue here, add it to the red, and I'm going to make some purple. Okay. A little hint of white. A little tip of white there. Put it in there. Ooh, look at that purple. Oh, that's such a nice purple. All right, let's apply it. Still gets it. It's okay. That's really makes it too sweet. So I have to get different so I can feel for it. It's all about free falling, right? Woo! Okay, so add a little more red. Ooh, what a nice color that makes for purple. Ooh, pretty, pretty. I'm gonna have a swirl to it. I'm gonna add it in a second. Feel the texture. Sounds like a swing. That's called sorry. Sorry. Let's find something else. No, I don't know. Yeah, let me find something else. I can hear it. Okay. Okay. Everybody likes this one. Woo! Okay. So I gotta do these, and I'll start getting into more details. So we're at a good spot anyway. Sand here. Going to be going next to the next shoreline there. And we're going to the seashore. Yeah. Here's a trick. I should do it now before it gets any further. Show you a trick. Oops. I didn't do that trick. It's called paint on a paintbrush you didn't want to get paint on. Okay. Anyways, the trick again. Ta-da! Water removes paint, remember? Yeah. Now that I'm done with that part, we'll switch brushes. Smaller brush. Do a little more detail. I know, it's like, what do I start next? I want to just do stuff. Okay, that part right there, and that part right there. And I use blue. So I use that light blue that I so love. It'll just make it pop. bit of water. Oh, okay. Well, for sure, they put the skyway or whatever, but yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. There we go. So there's your butt. See, I mean, this is good. So give me 1 second. I'm going to take my thing one more time. Wait. There you go. Now, turn it off. I'm going to do the bottom part here. Make sure a little bit of that light blue color as well. So I'm not mixing it with anything, just straight light blue. And a little bit of water. I'm going to the side of you. Feel crowded with the colors. I'm going to the side here. Okay. So blue. Oh. Yeah, yeah, okay. I appreciate that. So I'm all gonna get us like that. Try something else. Kind of on the right music to go with what you're doing, right? It's like, no. So now that we got like the basics of it going here, we do a little bit more interesting things with the background and with the details. So I can start doing a little bit more dog lines too, fixing some of my lines. Let's see what we can do. Take my black. That's where it gets fun. Actually, first, no. First, I want to take my white and take my detail brush. Little details, bitch. White. You're right. Try to be honest, I'm not good at it. I really want it. For you, I was running a minute thought. When you said this was goodbye, that's when I realized I can't live without you. I want you and only you. I got nothing left to lose. Oh, so I'll keep waiting for you. It's the only thing that I can do to keep my composure. We dig in for another. Another detailing brush, just a little bit on the flat side. Make a nice even line. This is where it's going to get interesting. That's one thing about this one part. Okay, I know it's gonna iffy, so we're gonna try and straighten it out a lot higher. See what happens. I don't get it. Like, why do you this on the screen ourselves? It doesn't fit into this. It would, okay. More than one too many times. Feeling like another ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind. Looking for a better place, not to stay alone. You gave me trust and you chose to break. Let it red, I was dressed in white. You had me singing for you. Thinking back on the memories, all the things that you and me used to do, dancing like to country songs, staying up yeah all night long. It felt like we belonged. Now I must admit it, that I'm not ready to let you go. A little more water. Leaving. Messages, hoping that you might reach out. Before I do, would you tell me what went wrong? Replay the thoughts before they're gone. I can't seem to go on. I can't seem to go on. Now I must admit that I'm not ready. Let you go. How is it you left me? So not ready. Coming down. Letting go. No, no, letting go. Coming down, coming down. See, that's for them. You've been gone for some time. I need a doctor, call me a doctor. I need a doctor to bring me back to life.
You're a doctor. Okay.
It's a conceptual kind of picture anyway, so, you know. So brush.
Waiting, you take my call. Should stop now, but I don't have self-control. Wondering how I miss the signs. Oh, is that phone too? Do I want a piece of mind? I keep asking myself.
Hold my wrist to keep in a steady line.
Still know, but I still feel the touch like ecstasy. Oh, it hits me almost like distance. I'm going down, turn around. I'm going down. I keep asking myself how I can get you to stay. Making my heart see you out there. See you I want you to show me how to get to know someone like
So brush. Take some more red. White. Some pink. Purple color. Like a nice blush. All right. Blending. Red, you're missing red. Okay. Going to go back to my blue. One second. There's too many brushes in my paint one. 2 hours, oh my gosh. Let's start next. Waiting for black to dry so I can do a little bit of warbling around outside. Look in the background again. Just a little bit darker. Orange. Okay, another. Blue. Okay. Let me see something. What is that yellow? This is a. I know. I got to put up the one. See too much, right? Keep the light still on it. Okay. Okay, here goes. This is where it kind of gets kind of funky. Okay. Looks like somebody's shaking the box of cereal or something. It's like in different pitches. Stop, all right? This is where trouble comes in. Oh yeah, me and my mixing. It's getting kind of interesting. Okay, here we go. Water, oil, white. Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay, this is going to be funny. Oh my. Not funny. Oh boy. Okay. And more color. Should I flip over the to the side? Yeah. I'll do that. Oh boy. All right.
You tell me, hang tight. It's just temporary. Don't fight. None of it's in our hands. Lose sight of what isn't necessary. Oh no, we don't know what is coming next. So slow, and these don't pass us by. Gotta go, 'cause he's staying here once again.
More water. Ooh, too much water. Uh-oh. Too much water. Too much water. Oh, more red. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Come here. Come here. Come here. Ugh. Yeah. I love you can see the top of my head. Alrighty. I love you. Fly me to the moon. The midnight. Okay. Anyways, I was listening to some music. I did this nice little painting. I'm gonna work on it a little bit more. It needs a little more detail, but I'm gonna stop right here because I'm sure you guys are probably okay. This is probably the longest stint I've ever done like a painting. Maybe not. I don't know. But I have to take a break. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little bit of art here in my Overholt Art and Entertainment Studio. And I am your hostess with all the toast, and I'm not showing my breasts because I'm better than that. I got my boobs are beautiful, but that's another story. But if you ever want to, check out my art that I do, please look at my website, kimoverholt.com, and check me out. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to hang out with me and get to know me, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want to hang out with me a little bit longer, press the subscribe button and check me out for a little while. And if you don't like me, drop me. It's really easy, and I'm glad you came to hang out for 2 hours. You are a trooper. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I know you probably pressed a rewind or fast forward to go through the whole thing, but I appreciate you being here. So, yeah. I hope you have a fantastic day. Remember this, life is what you make it, and it's going to be a great day. All right? All right, in the meantime, we got the old tunes, the new tunes, the shows tunes, the blue tunes, the greatest music in town. But we never play it. Have some good day.